Hi guys, I have several kind of small hauls from the past week or so to show you guys, and then also a few gifts that I received that I just kind of forgot to include in my last batch. And I actually have picked up a lot of new brands of crackle polish lately. I went to Walgreens to get a prescription and they had this display. The brand is 2012 Max Makeup Cherimoya, and I've never heard of that brand before. You can see this is kind of like a darker green, and you know, looks like the name is called Crucify. They had a display of, I'm gonna say, probably a couple dozen colors, maybe even a little more than that, but it's like they weren't really exciting to me. They were all kind of colors I'd seen before, or they had a couple of neon colors that just looked so sheer that I didn't think they would crackle well on top of other polish. And I want to say they were like $7. So I just picked up one to show you guys, and I'll include an annotation up here to jump farther in the video where I will do some swatches of the crackles. Also at Walgreens, I picked up this Royal Cloak by Revlon, and it's kind of a deep purple, and it's got multi-size glitter in there. You probably can't see, but you know, it's hard for me to resist a purple. Yesterday I stopped at Sally's, and they had a display of finger paints crackle. This purple one is creatively enough purple crackle, and you can see it's got the kind of crackle sticker on the stem of the brush. And the blue, big surprise, is called Blue Crackle. And these are the only colors that were in the display. I did ask the sales clerk if there were any other colors, and they said no. So I don't know if Finger Paints is planning to come out with any additional colors, or you know, if they're just kind of testing the waters and jumping on the bandwagon with everybody else. Then I stopped at Claire's, and I picked up 4 different colors of crackle. This pink one doesn't look like it has a name on it, but the girl at Claire's, she said the pink is really awesome, and I did give her one of my cards, so Taylor, if you're watching, hi. I also picked up black Claire's crackle. That's just a black cream, just a plain white crackle. And these also have kind of a crackly looking sticker on the stem of the brush, and a silver crackle. So I'll include those in the swatches. And that's all I have as far as crackle polishes. This is called Cherrywood. The brand is Jessica, and my mom picked that one up for me. She was at a sale where it was buy one cosmetic get one free, so she just grabbed that for me. And let's see, these other colors, these are from a birthday present that I got, so this is like over a month old, from my friend Sam at work. And the brand is Love and Beauty, and I'm not seeing a name on here. So this is a blue, leaning just a little bit toward teal, but not very much, just mostly blue. A really bright green, just borderline neon, you might even call it neon, especially it might get brighter once I put a top coat on it. And then a very sparkly, glittery yellow. And a lot of people, it's like they know I love polish, but I have so much they're afraid to buy it for me for a gift. But Sam just seems to have a talent for buying me colors that I don't already have. She also got me some of these Moodstruck polishes that I think are from Icing. And this is called Berry Pink to Neon Pink. And you see on the cap there, it changes to 2 colors of pink. This is teal to turquoise, and again, just different shades of the same color there. And this third one is purple to light pink, and that's actually got kind of a shimmer and sparkle to it, and you can see it goes from a purple to a pink. And the last few here were a gift from my aunt. She cleaned out some of her nail polishes that she doesn't wear. This is called Money Tree, and the brand is Savina. I don't think I have anything of this brand before. And it's just kind of a shimmery green. I've got a couple of kind of older Revlons. Looks like these are from the Color Illusion line. And this is Bright Sky. I think I might already have this one. I'd have to check my spreadsheet. But even colors that I already have, I always like having backups or having the option to have a spare bottle in case I ever get around to mixing my own colors. This is called Mauve Twinkle. And this third one is called Golden Glimmer. Oh, one more. This one is Lavender Light. And this is the Color Beam Sheer line. And I think those are at least a couple years old. You don't really see them in the stores anymore. One LA Colors. This is Bright Pink. And then two kind of glittery, sparkly CoverGirls. This is Pink Twinkle. And looks pretty sheer, but you could either, you know, do a lot of coats, start out with a black or white base, or layer over another pink color. And this very pretty sparkly one is called Crystal Mist. It's another just sheer sparkly one. So I am actually about to run out for a bit, but when I get back I will do some swatches of those Crackle nail colors. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so before we get started, I just wanted to mention that this is the color that's on my nails. This is Nina Ultra Pro Purple Xing, and I did just post up a polish in motion of this color, so I will insert an annotation with that link. On to the Crackles. I'm again using colored base polish, just to make it a little more fun than just doing with plain black and white. This first base here is the Savina that I just got, this green. And of course that is Money Tree. And on top of that, I'm going to be using this 2012 Max Makeup by Cherimoya that I picked up at Walgreens. And this is a brand that I'd never heard of before I saw their display. So let's see how their Crackle does. I'm really not quite sure what to expect. So I'm just going to do a pretty thin layer. So you guys probably remember the rules to Crackle polish are a thinner layer will get you more cracks, and a thicker layer will get you fewer cracks. And you can see it's starting to crack a little there. Nothing too out of the ordinary. I know a lot of you probably will remember the Kellier brand from one of my first comparisons, and that's probably the most unique Crackle in my collection, but it's unfortunately not sold anymore. This next pink is the LA Colors Bright Pink, and I'm going to be doing the Finger Paints Purple Crackle on top of that. And I like Finger Paints overall as a brand. You know, it's kind of a mid-price brand. Not all of their colors are the highest quality, but I'd say they're pretty good. And that's going on a little sheer over the pink, but you know, with a lot of Crackles, as they crack, they kind of almost gather together and get more opaque. This blue that is next on the nail wheel is Ulta Blue Streak, and I'm going to be doing the Finger Paints Blue Crackle on top of that. You can see the purple is starting to crack and getting kind of a lot of vertical cracks, and I'm not seeing too many horizontal cracks. Here we'll put on the blue on top of the lighter blue and see how that one works. This next nail on the wheel I've just painted white with Wet n Wild's French White, and on top of that I'm going to be using the pink Claire's Crackle, And this is the one that the girl at Claire's actually said was one of her favorites. So let's see how that goes on. And you know, when I first looked at this, I thought it was kind of a cream, but it actually has a little bit of a pearliness to it. This golden color is Zoya Jewels, and on top of that I'm going to be doing the black Claire's Crackle. So you see the pink is starting to crack there, and the two finger paints are also pretty well cracked. And of course, if you want a little different look to your crackle, you can do, instead of a normal vertical painting, you can do either horizontal or at an angle. Next on the nail wheel, this orange is Ulta Not From Concentrate, and I'm going to be putting the white Claire's Crackle on top of that. And that's a pretty nice opaque white. With the white crackles, of course, if they're not thick enough, you're going to be able to see the base color right through the white, in addition to through the crackles. So you want it to be opaque enough that it covers up whatever you're using as a base. And then this last nail I have painted with Ulta Little Black Dress, which has a little bit of a shimmer to it. I think you can see some of that on camera. And over that, I'm going to be using the silver Claire's polish. So I have a couple other silver crackles, and this actually has kind of a finer sparkle to it than compared to like the OPI. The OPI just gives a little bit more of a textured look, in my opinion, and you can watch there as that starts to crack. These are drying pretty quick, not super quick, like you guys might remember. The La Shine polish was practically drying as I brushed it on there. And the Claire's are all giving a pretty nice crack. It's these four right here. Then we have the finger paints and the 2012. So, one more thing before I finish up. I think this pink is pretty dry, and while I was talking with Taylor at the store, she brought up something that I've had several requests for and just never really got around to before now. I've seen pictures on other blogs, but I haven't tried Crackle on top of Crackle myself. So I think I'm just going to go over this, and I'm going to do some horizontal strokes with the black Crackle, the black Claire's Crackle, and see how that looks on top of the pink. That was a little bit messy, but I think that'll work out. And let's see, as that crackles here, if you'll be able to see the pink as well as the white underneath. It's kind of starting to crack a little bit at the tips. I'll give that just a minute to dry. Yeah, that's not really turning out that great, and I'm wondering if it's because I did the cracks in two different directions. So I think I'm going to take the white Claire's, and I'm going to try that on top of the black Crackle. Like that. Like I said, this is just for fun and experimenting to see how it looks as it crackles. And I'm thinking maybe the black wasn't totally dry because that is barely cracking at all. You know, I think I may do some more experimenting with layering crackles, and I'll include some pictures of that in the blog post. And if any turn out really cool, I'll also include some pictures at the end of the video. But just based on these two, I'm not too impressed with Crackle over Crackle. Like I said, maybe it's because they weren't quite totally dry. As you know, the base for a Crackle manicure does need to be completely dry for it to crack the best. So I'll experiment a little more. We'll see. But if you've been wondering, that's how mine turned out. Not that impressive. I hope you guys all enjoyed this comparison. I'll include in the information box links to some of the other Crackle comparisons, or you can always check out my channel. And as always, thanks for watching. Hi guys, instead of some pictures, I decided to do just a little quick additional video. On these 4 nails here, I tried with 2 crackles again after being sure the first was completely dry. This was green over blue. This was silver over pink. This was red over blue, and this was metallic blue over metallic purple. And you can see on these, they didn't really work very well. It seemed like the second crackle kind of almost crackled along the same lines as the first one. So I had the thought that to prevent it kind of going in those same cracks, you know, to even out the texture of the polish, to add a layer of top coat over the first crackle and then do the second crackle. And I got much better results with that. This is a white base with blue crackle and then black crackle. This is a black base with red crackle and then silver crackle. I think that's a little harder to see on camera. And then this is a white base with pink crackle and then silver crackle. So I'll post some closer up, better pictures of these on my blog. But the bottom line is, if you want to get a cool look with 2 colors of crackle, just go ahead and put a clear top coat or normal clear polish in between the 2, and you'll get more of an effect where you can actually see both of the crackle colors. So hope that makes sense to you guys. You know, I didn't think it really made sense for me to record the whole process because there was a lot of you know, waiting for drying time and stuff like that, and to me basic painting is not all that interesting, but I did want to show you guys the results. So hope you guys enjoy that, and once again, thanks for watching.